So this is another thing that's going up without editing, probably, and it's just gonna be me kind of rambling on. It's like a couple days later. I'm feeling better. It should be going up like Friday. My webcam's messed up, but you know what? Not my problem right now. I'm feeling a lot better now, but there's something I realized since this webcam bothers me. All right, I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna be fixing my webcam at the same time. So, there's something I realized while I've been sick and I've been sleeping in and I've been taking time off. I've been hanging out downstairs using my Steam Link so I can lay down in a nice reclining chair, and I realized something. I had started to make my relationship with the internet and with my YouTube and Twitch unhealthy again, and by that I mean it wasn't well integrated into my life, and I made it feel like work, which is a problem. I'm not gonna move the screen because that'll create a problem later, but I was not integrating it well into my life, and it had started to feel like work again. It started to feel like something that was a chore and less fun, and when I was analyzing what I was doing wrong, it dawned on me that I wasn't really integrating into my life well, because like here, I can pull up a calendar actually of a couple weeks ago. Actually I can't because there's locations on here, but basically the basic structure of my week, I've got work in like the afternoons, and then I have time in the morning which I use to edit and make thumbnails and live stream throughout the week. And on the weekends, I take one day and I bang all my chores out of the way, and then I have one free day where I do my cooking. And then I play games with friends, but I also, like, make a few of my thumbnails, and I do a recording session and stuff like that. And basically, my entire week is very well packed, and the free blocks that I have, I don't know how to spend very well. So not only am I not spending my small amounts of free time well, but I've managed to turn my YouTube and Twitch into such a grind where it feels more like work than it does fun. And when analyzing it, I think part of my problem is I'm not integrating it well. Like, I think I remember one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to play games that my friends could play with me that I could record. That way I could spend time with my friends and get my YouTube and Twitch stuff done, and I haven't done that at all. Like, at all. Like, here, I can go to my YouTube channel. I can go here, right? And I don't have a desktop recording scene, really? I don't have one. Oh, that's my John Cena video. Alright, well, I don't have one, but so give me a second. Desktop. I swear, this isn't boring. Shut up. Monitor center. We add my blue snowball. Then we add our display capture, center monitor rec. And there we go. We're good. But if you see here, let me just center this. Let me just center to the screen. But if you see here, right now, here's the video I did a little while ago. I actually got uploaded late, and I messed up the day. It wasn't Wednesday. It got recorded. It was recorded the day before. A bunch of stuff got messed up, but I got this video here I did with Joe. So there's one. On my own. Not on my own. That was really fun. I want to do more stuff like this, where I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing things IRL. On my own. Well, that doesn't count. On my own. A lot of these here are on my own. This was with a friend. This was with Edelson. That was pretty fun. That took a lot of effort. On my own. Doesn't count. On my own, on my own, on my own, on my own. With friends. On my own, on my own. Like you see here, a lot of this stuff is on my own. And it would just make more sense if, since I want to play games and hang out with my friends, if I played games and, well, hung out with my friends, but I used that block to do my recording as well. You see, that would make sense, because that would like double up the tasks, and that would make that would make things more efficient, like. So I have started, actually. The server is ready to go. I was going to start this previous weekend, but I felt like crap. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to revamp my schedule once again. Not too bad. It'll be very, very similar to what it is now. But I'm starting up the stone block thing again, and that's in the afternoon on Sundays. I've started up a stone block server to replace Hexit, because Hexit was all broken and everyone got bored of it, and no one was able to play at the right time. So again, with stone block, I found a time where the people who are going to be on should be free. I don't know if Spider's going to join us. Probably not. Spider's got shit to do and shit to deal with. But my brother should be free. Morgan should be free, who you have not seen on here before. But he was willing, so he'll be in it. And then maybe Heavy if his computer's working again. I don't know if he'll be able to get it working again or what. But, maybe Heavy again will show up. But yeah, that should be able to take the space of one of my streams. It should be a good long stream with friends, and it'll be in the afternoon on a weekend, which is when I should be streaming, because those are, like, the best hours to stream in the United States. Yet for some reason I was like, I'm going to do it in the mornings. And actually I know why that reason was. It was the only thing that logically could slot into my schedule. But yeah, I just need to do more games with friends. I need to get better at building up my schedule, because my schedule building is pretty good. But I think my problem is I've always viewed every single task as completely and totally separate things that need to get done, and it couldn't be possible to merge them together. Like in my calendar, I would mark vacuuming the house and then vacuuming the car as a separate event from vacuuming the house, but I could just lump those together, because the vacuum, we have a central vac, so we got like outlets in a few of the rooms. We've got a hose you put into the outlet, and it's just a big pipe that runs to a big metal thing in the basement with a motor, and whenever you lift open the hatch on like the outlets, it will trigger, and it will start to suck. It'll basically turn on the motor and it'll start to suck. So it's like a vacuum that you'd have that you move through a room on an electric cord that has the motor built into it, except this thing is a big tube somewhere else in the house, hooked up to a bunch of small tubes, and you plug your thing into the wall, and yeah, it's kind of weird. But anyhow, when I vacuum the house, I marked vacuuming the car as a separate thing, but since it's in the garage, why don't I just start in the garage and start with the car, then move in downstairs and get the downstairs done, and then get the upstairs done, instead of doing the downstairs, the upstairs, organizing everything in the area, because I move stuff around to get to what I'm vacuuming, and then putting the vacuum away and getting out the small one with the garage. It doesn't really make sense. So I can do stuff like that. I can lump tasks together, and I can just be all around better with my scheduling, which is what I'm going to try to do. And I'm going to try and make it fun again, because honestly, there were points in time where I would just pick a game, and I didn't care about the game I was picking because I needed a game to play, and I just played it because I needed to play it. And even though often I would still have fun, like the game M's for Murder, I was like, I should do a horror game. Alright, let's just go pick a random horror game. Like, I didn't even look for ones that would specifically be fun and stuff like that. But, it happens. You guys won't notice much of a change from this. I might be gone for, even though I'm much, much better, I still might be gone for like another week, just to work out the changes mentally and give myself some time to chill and deal with my phone, because I've gotten sick, so I've been spending all of my time on my phone, and now it's become a distraction for me again, and I gotta get that figured out. But, you know, I'll figure things out for you guys. I'm going to start doing things that I, you know, find fun. Not that this isn't fun. This is still fun to do. It's just I could be doing things that are a little more fun. I could be implementing more of my friends, and I could generally be using my time better. In fact, I'm making efforts. Like, one of the things I read up on, since I was having trouble getting up, is put your alarm on the other side of the room. Now, this isn't my primary phone. My primary phone is somewhere else. I've managed to lose it. I'm dying. No, I'm not. I've managed to lose it, but this one here is actually specifically, if I can require it, this one is specifically for my two-factor authenticator, Authy, which I'm slowly switching my accounts over to. It's specifically for my two-factor authenticator. And my alarm clock, and it's got like my to-do list, and I'm logging the games that I'm playing and the games that I need to play. You guys probably can't see that very well. But this phone is like a productivity device. It's being used as, you know, like a productivity device. It's not going to have Twitter. It's not going to have YouTube on it. Basically, I've taken off everything I don't need for the purpose of this sitting on my desk. It's just taking the place of the notepads I have sitting here. And it's going to have my alarm on it. And it's going to sit on this side of the room, and it'll go off every morning. Instead of getting stand, I'll come over. I'll have my focal in. I'll take the focal in and chug a glass of water, and, you know, my day has started. I'm changing things around, and I'm developing more healthy habits with my technology. I'm probably going to move the charger for my main phone downstairs. That way it's not sitting right next to me on my nightstand. So if I can't sleep within half an hour, I just reach over and look at my phone and make the situation worse and stuff. So yeah, just generally, I'm fixing shit, and I'm making things a little better, and it took me getting sick to realize I needed to take a step back for a minute and change a couple small things. But yeah, don't worry too much about it. You're not going to notice too big of a change. I'm just going to be gone for slightly longer than a week. It'll probably be a little close to 2 weeks. But yeah, all around, though, is for the better. See you guys really soon. Even though I might be gone as far as videos and weekly live streams go for a little while. Well, not weekly. During the week, live streams go for a little while. There should be an afternoon stream on its way of Stone Block Survival, which should be very fun. It'll be Sunday at some point in the afternoon, probably like 2 to 8. So, like, I think the agreement between my grandmothers had the server on 2 to 10, so that the other people have like a little gap at the end once I go. But yeah, just 2 to 10 will probably be the new time. Oh, something else I completely forgot to bring up, and I'm sorry this video is getting long, but this is also very important. It has been almost half a year since I finished high school, I believe. Actually, let me look back. Hold on. What was the last thing I made on YouTube while I was still in high school? I actually don't remember what was being made while I was still in high school. I think, yeah, Subnautica in the beginning of half. I was still in high school. So yeah, it has been almost 6 months. Yeah, it's been almost 6 months since I ended high school. So I've got to start actually looking at colleges, and I would imagine that since that's going to take up a lot of time, especially since I'm looking at a suite of foreign options, and I've got to figure out an option that not only works for me but works for someone else who's probably going to be going with me to wherever I end up going. So that might eat up time that would be used to make videos and stuff, so I might end up dropping my video production from 2 back to 1. That actually might be a good idea anyways, because I'm starting to get into these more funny moments-esque videos, which if you notice, the ones I have currently aren't super well timed, and the comedy isn't always the best, but hey, it's, you know, my first time trying these more edited, cut down videos, and I'm doing my best. In fact, part of the reason I'm doing one that's more edited, cut down, and I'd call it higher quality, but shorter. And I'm doing one of longer story-based games that has very little editing in it. It's just because of time constraints. I don't have the time to take 2 1-hour clips, cut them both down to the best 5 or 10 minutes, and add a ton of funny edits into it. And so I decided, okay, this is the games that don't need that, and those are going to be long, virtually uncut, unless I spend like 20 minutes walking around doing nothing. And those will go up one day, and then these are the fancy ones. Those will go up another day. So yeah, that's all. That's all. That's getting worked out. So yeah, just general changes are coming. Life has continued on. I've been out of high school for 6 months. It's time for me to start looking at college. Within the next 6 months, I should have chosen one, and at the end of that 6 months period, I should have to leave for one, and I'll have to change my schedule around again because college is nuts. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if during college, whatever amount of time I spend, let's say 4 years, minimum 6 years maximum, because, let's say I go and I don't know what I want to do for 2 years, and I end up switching around for 2 years before I settle on something, and I need to be there for another 4. So yeah, let's just say 6 is the longest I'd be there. For that 6-year period, I might only be able to live stream occasionally, so is whatever. Life continues onwards. I've got to keep changing things. I got to keep adapting. I've got to keep moving forward. But this is fun. And I can keep it being fun despite the changes I made that made it, not as fun. I can change things. Change things around. I'll make things better. I will always work to improve things, and honestly, I think it took me being sick to take a step back and realize changes needed to be made, and that life is indeed moving on, and I've got to start moving on too, and start moving forward, because I can't just sit here in my grandparents' house forever playing games, because not only they're not going to allow that, but they're old, they're going to die eventually. I mean, I can't do this until I'm 30 and just have them die and then be homeless. Like, that's a terrible idea. But yeah, I should end this here. I'm getting really rambly. I'm so sorry this was so long. But, I just felt like I needed to come in front of my camera, and I needed to spew a little bit and get things off my chest. And even though there was no script and there was no structure to this, it's fine. I'm actually super okay with that. Because occasionally you just need to do that. You just need to spout. But yeah, I'll see you all really soon, hopefully in a live stream this coming weekend. No promises that first bit will be live streamed. If I'm still too sick, I might have to record it and just cut it down or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out, guys. I'll see you all very, very soon. Small changes coming, greater changes to come later as, life changes and everything. See you all soon.